lots of news coming out of Gaza, and there are lots of aspects of how Israel has conducted its war in Gaza, speaking of, that have drawn international criticism. And one area that has created uproar is the frequency of Israeli soldiers firing on starving people while they're waiting for food. And here are some of the attacks on aid seekers and food convoys by the Israeli army. So I have like so many dates, but I'm going to go through like a couple of them because we'll never finish. March 14th, more than a dozen people killed and over 100 injured after Israeli forces opened fire on aid seekers in Gaza City. March 3rd, at least 9 people were killed in an Israeli strike on an aid distribution track in Deir al-Balah. February 29th, at least 112 Palestinians were killed and hundreds wounded after Israeli troops opened fire on people waiting for food aid southwest of Gaza City. February 26th, 10 people were reportedly killed when Israeli forces shelled and fired on a crowd waiting for food aid trucks in Gaza City. Then the next we have January 25th. At least 20 people were waiting for humanitarian assistance in Gaza City and were killed. December 29th and November 7th, and those numbers just going up and up and up. And even on November 7th, an International Committee of the Red Cross aid convoy came under fire in Gaza City, although the group did not assign responsibility for the attack. What is going on?
It really sort of symbolizes just the cruelty of the way the war is being fought, right? So these are people that have already been bombed, starved, and now while they're waiting in line to get food, your soldiers are firing at them and bombing at them. So there's not a lot of good ways to spin that, although Israel definitely seems to spin it. I've heard some of their spokespeople say it never happened or it wasn't their fault or, they just don't.
But they're not targeting civilians, No, they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just interesting. Hearing their spokespeople, I always just want to, and Netanyahu for that matter, just always want to cringe. It's just pretty bad. Just like mass disinformation and just denial.